She come back in, push my son inside, close the door. So I get my son out.
Dios mío. Wow, when I've been going to church and I've been doing good and I've been praying, I don't want to be with him no more, you know? He's just sad because
A man is struck 6 times in front of his child. He does not fight back. He calls the police. She drives away. Then she calls him back while officers are standing right beside him.
Then they probably saw something what happened, but
happened out here?
Yeah, my wife came over here. I was watching my son. Okay. She asked me, "Oh, can you watch him tomorrow?" I'm like, "I can't watch him tomorrow. I gotta work." But she like, "Oh, you say you gonna help him?" I'm like, "I can't." She get mad. She take my son. She come out here. She act like she finna leave. Then she said, "You know what? You keep him." She come back in, push my son inside, close the door. So I get my son. I walk this way. I come here right here. I open the car door. I set my son inside. While I'm trying to set my son inside, she pushing the car door. Like I'm in between. She pushing the car door at my back. Then she kicking the car door. Then she punched me in my back twice. So I come right here. I walk right there. She get back in the car. She get mad. She go open the door. She come back. She snatches the car door open. She grab my son, throw him down right here, and pull off. That's what they probably saw. They probably saw all of that. Yeah. So I walk right here. She circled back around. I got my son. I'm on the phone with the dispatch lady. While I'm over there on the phone with the dispatch lady, she come over there. She punched me 4 more times. Kicked me twice while I got my son. She snapped.
Where'd she punch you at?
She punched me in the back of my head, on my arm. She kicked me in my back. She snatched my son from me right there. She jumped back in the car, threw him in the car, jumped back in the car, and pulled off.
Where'd she go? Where'd she live?
She live on Stuck Island. She told me to tell y'all, catch him when you can. But if you ask them people right there sitting under the Moondog sign, they probably
I got you.
They probably saw everything. It's like an ongoing thing with her.
Okay. Do you guys have a no contact order in place?
No, we ain't got none of that.
Why not?
We had
because this doesn't sound like it's healthy.
We had one before.
What's up, brother?
We had one previously. It was took off because we were trying to work things out. She living on Stuck Island. I'm living down here. I've been helping watching my son every day this week. I told her Sunday I got something to do. She get mad. She off on Sunday. She get mad because I told her I couldn't watch him and just blow up. This not the first time y'all done came over. This like the second or third time y'all done been over here because she done called them. I done called them. And this time
they told us that there was some history.
This time they got physical now. She put her hands on me multiple times.
So what does she drive?
She driving in a silver Honda
or
Accord, an old Accord.
An Accord. They had given us the wrong address at first. They gave us Olivia Street for some reason.
Yeah, but see, if I would have did it, she would have put me in jail. And she done put me in jail before for stuff like that. She done lied on me before and put me in jail. But this time, she actually put her hands on me. I know them people saw it, but it happened right here. Okay, because when my son was sitting here and I came back walking down to come get him, I looked over there and they over there just watching like, she know I got to work at 5 and she put me through
5 today?
Yeah, I work at Outback. I'm a chef.
Okay. So obviously, you said she lives in Stock Island, so she doesn't live here with you anymore.
She don't live here. She just basically dropped my son off in the morning and then leave, go to work, and then come pick him up.
You guys don't have any kind of custody agreement as of right now?
No, we don't have no custody agreement. Nothing, but I've been watching like when we did have a no contact order. The court told me Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I've been watching them every day this week. The only thing I told her was I can't watch them Sunday because I got something to do. She just blow up. I watched them every day. Last week I watched them. She brought them on Tuesday, didn't answer the phone until like Friday, Saturday.
How old is
he? He 3. I watched him all them days. I'm calling on the phone. She don't want to pick up the phone. She don't want to answer. I'm hitting up. She don't want to answer nowhere. Won't respond back, nothing. And I watched them with no problem. I've been watching them every day. I asked her for one day. It's a problem. One day. Mm-hmm. I don't understand. Like I work just like you work. Like what's the problem? I've been busting my ass and watching him. Like we supposed to be half. I understand we separated right now. You living up there, I'm living down here, but we still gotta be half. She's sitting here steady coming by my house calling problems. Like the last time she came over here, my mom told her she don't want that around here.
Yeah.
Because like we could get in trouble for being over here, for being in housing. Mm-hmm. This is the third time she came over here with nonsense. The third time. We can't go to her house and do that. She had a sheriff right there waiting for us. It's like, why you coming down here causing a problem at our house? I told her, man, I'm done with it, man. You don't put your hands on me, man. I'm not going for that. You going to jail. Simple as that. You ain't got no reason to put your hands on me. I ain't touch you. I ain't did none of that. What you putting your hands on me for? what you kicking the car door? I'm sitting there trying to put our son in the car. Why you kicking the car door while I'm in between it?
So she was kicking. That was her car door.
Yeah, she was kicking the car door while I'm in between the car door.
Okay.
And I know these people. I know they were watching everything. I know it.
Well, where was the car? The car parked
was
here.
parked right here.
It was parked here, and that was okay.
Right here on the corner, it was parked.
Where she hit you a couple times in the back.
Yeah.
You were further down that way.
I was down that way.
Okay, so they would have seen the car part, but not that part.
Yeah, they would have seen her hitting me right here, but they ain't see her hitting me down there. But it was some people down there like driving across when she was hitting me.
They're not there now, though.
No, I'm telling you, I'm sure these people saw a lot of what went on because they over there, they over there talking about. I'm sure they seen a lot.
Well, I mean, there were two people sitting here.
Yeah.
They came. They showed up
came
after.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, because she was parked exactly right here. She was parked exactly right here when it was going on.
You got any other family down here with you? Or you?
I'm a local. I got.
Well, I'm talking about like if you were to take this to court, right, and try and get custody, are you trying to get like?
Yeah, I mean,
because it's like
9 times out of 10, they gonna tell her she gonna have a no contact because he was involved when this happened. So they gonna tell her she can't be around him anyways.
Well, so what I'm saying is, from the sounds of it, is this is the third or fourth time this has been going on. We need something put down in place.
Yeah, I got
it. When you go make exchanges,
Yeah, they told me the same story you did.
told you.
They were all pretty shook by it. It's like she threw the kid down too. And I know you mentioned that.
do you have any injuries?
Nah.
Hey, so
No.
they said one thing that I'm trying to clarify. They said she was trying to close the door, but somebody's
I was in between it. I was in between the car door.
Okay.
And she was kicking it and pushing it.
Okay.
While
So you were the one in the way, not the child.
I was in between the car door trying to put my son in the car seat, and while I'm doing that,
Okay, so
she
it was-
pushing it
yeah.
and kicking it. While I'm like this the whole time trying to put him in the car seat.
Okay.
We gotta get a lethality assessment.
Oh yeah. I'll do it.
You got, yeah, we got a few questions. We have it's called a lethality assessment. It's required by Florida law now that we have to provide this because it does fall under domestic. You guys have a child in common, so even though you're separated right now, you're still domestic. All right. It shouldn't take. It's got a few questions in there, and basically yes or no questions, and we'll just go down the list, answer them for us, and then. So when you were there, was the door was hitting you in the shoulder somewhere
No,
here?
it was hitting me like
on the back,
like in the leg, in the back area. Like
Okay.
she was just like kicking it, and it was like I was leaned in,
Could-
so it was just like.
Could you raise up the lower back so I could see if there's like any markings? Okay. All right. I don't see any.
Yeah, it was like while I was leaning in, it was just.
Yeah,
like
it was probably like
hitting
the
me.
handle part, like
It
the
was hitting
plastic
me,
piece
like,
there.
It was just like I was like a wedge, like it wasn't able to close. So
Yeah.
she was just like boom, boom. It was just like boom. I gotta go through this right before work.
Listen, I mean, I know it's probably not something that you want to have to deal with, but
Look, she calling me now.
she's calling now.
Yeah. I don't want to talk, man. You going to jail. You going to jail.
What was she's asking for his shoes?
Yeah, like I got his shoe. I don't got his shoe. He had everything on him.
You're really gonna want to take this up to the courts and figure something out, some sort of agreement, whether it's you have to do it in a public place where you guys make an exchange. That way things like this don't escalate and get to, and then something where it's written down on paper. So you have him certain days, so Monday to Wednesday or whatever you said, Monday to Friday, like whatever they can come up with. If you guys want to still share the custody, come up with some sort of agreement. That way in the courts, that way we have something that we can assist and prevent this from going on and happening anymore. Especially if this is the third time.
Yeah, it been more time than that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the third time that we've been called from what you were saying, that we've been out here. So it's something that we don't want.
Who did she live with?
She live alone.
Huh? Live alone? I'm going to tell you right now that based on what you're telling me and what they're telling me, she's going to end up going to jail there.
That's on her.
Okay. I'm saying there's a kid there. Is there...
You can bring him here.
Yeah?
My sister here. She'll watch him till I get on work.
Yeah, we'll see if we can find and go from there, alright?
This shit crazy. This shit crazy. I just made them just tighter. You forgot to lock it.
Just signal 14, my body cam died a while ago. All in the middle of the
Ow. You forgot to lock the handcuffs.
Oh, they tightened up?
Yeah.
Well, we're going across the street.
Can you at least play some music, please?
What do you want to hear?
Like, just play some, like, Skrilla Swerve.
Gorilla?
Yeah. By G Herbo. And make my ride to jail a little nice or something, please. Dios mío. Wow, and I've been going to church and I've been doing good and I've been praying and I've been succeeding, you know? I got my license for a nail technician. Like, I was really being a bad bitch. You feel me?
You look like you were doing great.
I was, but it's always with him. Look at all my records, bro. It's all with him. Everything's with Timothy. Swerve. By G Herbo. And Skrilla. The underneath, yes. And put that shit loud as and just let me think about f***ing life. Sorry, I don't mean to be demanding. What? Let's make this shit go viral.
Jacob, Hawk spit about the whip, swerve. Jacob, Hawk spit about the whip, swerve.
Smooth ride, huh?
Yeah.
Bad. And the worst part was that the worst part is that what? What'd you say? Save what?
Oh, that song.
Oh yeah, Skrilla is pretty cool. So what is the process? It's been like 2 years since I've been up in the
Process.
And who's working right now, Rodriguez?
I don't know who's working. I don't work nights. I haven't been.
Why would you arrest me out of both of us? I thought I was your dog.
You was. I mean, it's still are, I guess. But I mean. Like,
so we still are friends?
Yeah, we're still cool.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Can I take my seatbelt off?
Hold on.
And no one in time. Every day some new shit. Beefing with my life still rich. Hey, $500,000 whip. I'ma be in jail forever. Yes, gonna get it. You know, he just sad because I don't want to be with him no more, you know? He's just sad because I don't want to be with him no more. Like, I'm doing way better than him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing better without him.
What happened today probably looks pretty bad.
The question is not whether a crime occurred. The question is what law governs, what duty it imposes on officers, and what happens when the legal system meets a pattern it has seen before. Fourth Amendment Foundation. The Fourth Amendment requires that any warrantless arrest be supported by probable cause. This is the constitutional baseline. Everything else in this analysis builds from it. United States versus Watson. 423 US. 411 1000. 976. The Supreme Court confirmed that law enforcement officers may execute a warrantless arrest in a public setting when probable cause has been established. Illinois versus Gates. 462 US. 213 1000. 983. Probable cause is not a checklist. It is evaluated under a totality of circumstances. Every relevant fact in the officer's possession counts toward or against that threshold. 3 independent facts satisfy probable cause here. First, a detailed, internally consistent victim account corroborated on cross-examination. Second, the suspect's own statement reflecting consciousness of guilt. Third, eyewitness accounts from bystanders confirming the assault. Florida Statute Section 741-283 mandatory arrest. When an officer determines upon probable cause that domestic battery has occurred, arrest is not discretionary. It is a legal obligation. The officer has no lawful alternative. The legislature enacted Section 741-283 specifically to eliminate inconsistent enforcement. Research showed that when officers used personal judgment, victims were disproportionately left unprotected and perpetrators disproportionately avoided accountability. Florida Statute Section 741-28 Domestic Violence Definition. Domestic violence includes battery committed by persons who share a child in common, regardless of whether they were ever married or ever lived together. Key legal point: separation does not remove the domestic violence designation the moment two people share a child. Any battery between them falls under Florida's domestic violence framework for the rest of their legal relationship. Florida Statute Section 784.3 Battery. Battery is defined as intentionally touching or striking another person against their will, or intentionally causing bodily harm. Intent plus contact equals the offense. The absence of visible injury does not eliminate the charge. Florida courts do not require documented physical harm to sustain a battery conviction. The act of striking against another person's will is sufficient on its own. Florida Statute Section 741-2000, 902 Lethality Assessment Requirement. Officers responding to domestic violence calls involving a shared child are now mandated by Florida law to administer a standardized lethality screening. The instrument is derived from Dr. Jack Campbell's Dangers Assessment, developed at Johns Hopkins University after decades of domestic homicide research. It identifies the risk factors most predictive of escalation to lethal violence. Two statistically significant risk factors are documented in this case. First, a prior pattern of repeated police involvement at the same location. Second, a documented history of controlling behavior by the suspect toward the victim. Florida Statute Section 787.3 Interference with custody. When the suspect physically removed the child from the victim's arms and drove away, a second criminal exposure was created, separate from the battery charge. Florida Statute Section 39-301 Mandatory Child Welfare Inquiry. When a child is present during domestic violence and is at risk of harm, Florida law mandates a formal child welfare referral. This is not optional for officers. Atwater versus City of Lago Vista, 532 U.S. 318, 2001. The Supreme Court affirmed that the Fourth Amendment permits custodial arrest for any criminal offense when supported by probable cause, including misdemeanors. Graham versus Connor, 490 U.S. 386, 1000, 989. All force applied during an arrest, including physical restraint, must be objectively reasonable from the perspective of a reasonable officer at the scene. Handcuffs not double-locked after application will tighten under movement. This is not a minor oversight. Under Graham versus Connor, unnecessary pain caused by avoidable restraint errors falls within the use of force analysis. Bodycam that is not recording during an arrest creates a documentation gap that directly affects the evidentiary record. Any Miranda advisement given without camera verification becomes a credibility dispute in court. Lessons from this case. A lapsed no-contact order is not a neutral fact. It is a documented prior legal intervention that, once removed, leaves the protected party with no mechanism to compel compliance before violence recurs. The absence of a formal custody order does not create a legal vacuum. It creates a recurring crisis point. Every unstructured child exchange is a potential scene of domestic confrontation without legal boundaries to contain it. She called him while officers were standing beside him. She knew the arresting officer personally and asked why she was the one being arrested. She said her criminal record is entirely connected to one person, the man she just assaulted. The charge is domestic battery. The case is currently pending. What the court decides, and what charges the prosecutor actually pursues, raises questions this footage alone cannot answer. Was a child welfare referral filed? Will a custody order now be sought? Will the interference with custody exposure ever be charged? And what does a pending case mean when the pattern has already repeated 3 times?